Peace, Ali, coming back at you with another video. And in this video, I want to talk about what is the best spiritual path. Alright, so you're in the metaphysics, the occult, spirituality, and you're wanting to know what is the best spiritual path. And obviously, there's no one set path that is the best. Now, the answer to this is the path that gives you the most light is the best spiritual path for you. The path that gives you the most light is the best spiritual path for you. Now, what does light actually mean when it deals with the spiritual path? Light can be defined many ways. So I want to give you some qualities to look for in case you're kind of on the fence or whatever. So for one thing, you should have a lot more inner peace. If your path is not giving you more peace, then that may not be the right path for you. And all these qualities I'm talking about is you want to gauge it on yourself. Other people, if you study other people, they're going to tell you their story. But if you study yourself, you're going to find out your true answers or whatever. So when I'm talking about these attributes of what light is and what the best spiritual path is, look at it from your standpoint, not someone else's. Thought that was very important, so I want to throw that in there. So going back to what I was saying, peace is very important. We live in a time where there's a lot of chaos on earth. You can turn on the news, you can go to social media, you can walk outside, and you're going to see a lot of chaos. So when your path is working, it's going to give you a lot more peace of what's going on. Doesn't mean you're not affected. Doesn't mean when you look at something, it doesn't piss you off momentarily. But for the most part, you walk through life and you have an inner peace. Also, serenity and calmness. When you're on the right spiritual path, it's automatically going to make you more calm. You're not going to be turned up all the time. Doesn't mean you're not going to get excited about things, but for the most part, you go through life and you're even keeled and you're calm. You have a sense of serenity. When people are around you, they feel more calmness. They don't leave your energy and they feel chaotic. When they leave your presence, they feel a lot more calm. That's another way how you know that your spiritual path is working for you. Also, compassion, empathy. The ability to feel other people's pain doesn't mean that you sit and dwell in their pain or add to it. Because a lot of people are going to come to you and they're going to be like, man, I'm going through this, or my husband cheated, my girlfriend is ratchet, or whatever. My children are crazy. People always talk about their pain and struggles. So when you're listening to this, you feel for them. Doesn't mean you dwell in it. Doesn't mean you make it worse for them by telling them all the reason why everything is bad. It just means you have the ability to feel these things. On the flip side of that, people without any conscience, people that can murder people and not feel anything, they're on the opposite end of the spectrum. They have no empathy. They have no compassion. So once again, when you're on the right spiritual path and the right is for you, you're going to have more compassion. You're going to have more empathy. Also, wisdom. Because you're on the quote-unquote right spiritual path, you're going to gain insight. You're going to gain information. You're going to have revelations, things being revealed to you that automatically will propel you to a wiser person. You'll find the right words to articulate to people. When you're instructing people or when you're talking to people, you automatically choose the right words because you're dealing with a wise dome. The information has created energy within you where it's resonating in your heart, resonate in your third eye, and you speak with such wisdom. And one of the ways people might say, like, oh man, you always find the right words to say, or that really helped me. Those are kind of clues to let you know that you're speaking wise words. Also, you want to have just a sense of joy. Joy is very important. Especially if you're dealing with magic and rituals, you want to raise your joy vibration. So being on the right spiritual path, you're going to have more joy. And this means that you don't require external things for your joy. So it means that you don't need a person in order to give you permission to be joyful. You automatically have this inner joy within you where you're resonating on a certain vibration where you have more calm, peace, and joy. You know, it's hard to find the words because it's a feeling that you must have. Anybody who's telling you that you have to do X, Y, Z in order to attain a certain amount of light, that may work for them. When I'm preaching, what I recommend and what I'm always going to tell you is you have to find your own path. Notice that I didn't say Christianity, Islam, Orishas, rocking with the Deity. I didn't say any of those things, because truth be told, there are enlightened people and people gaining light from every single path on earth. You know, I do you one better. Even devil worshipers. I'm sure there's a devil worshiper out here that is very wise, has a lot of peace, and has gained light through that path. Now, I'm not imploring anybody to go out and do that, but I'm just making a point. What you deem as unsavory or evil, there are people gaining light from that. Same with Christianity, same with any form of a religion. I know for sure there are people in organized religion who are gaining light. I know them personally. And I know for sure there are people in the spirituality who are not gaining light. So it ultimately comes down to you. But I wanted to make this video because I see a lot of information, a lot of misinformation, in my opinion, where people are leading people astray. And hopefully you find this video and you trust my information, you trust my light to let you know that there's no one single path to gain light and to gain a high spirituality. And any path that gives you light is the best path for you. Doesn't mean you're gonna be on there long term or for the rest of your life. It just means at this moment, at this given time, that path is right for you. So this has been Ali. If you resonate with my energy, if you're looking for more exclusive content, if you're wanting to work with a community of like-minded individuals who are on their spiritual path, I highly suggest that you check out my flagship program, Spiritual Mastery Accelerator. You can find out all the information at spiritualaccelerator.com. So until next time, this has been Ali. Peace.